Yeah, actually, so I've been in the legislature now for almost 12 years, worked on a number of issues, but my passion and my heart actually goes back to, one of my first jobs. I worked at a, recycling facility and huge car nut, love turning wrenches and doing all that stuff. And, as it relates to this policy and this bill, that was one of our biggest points of contention from an inspection standpoint. What do we do? What do we do with these tires, that are no longer wanted by the industry? And it's a global issue, as we're going to talk to a little bit in this interview, and as I presented to my colleagues in the committee. How do we solve this, right? So how do we turn a waste stream into something that is a marketable product? And over the years, working with these different industries and groups, including TIA, we stumbled across this. Well, what about rubber modified asphalt? Is that something that we can employ? And it's already been done in other states. It was amazing that Maryland hadn't done so. So what better way to shepherd that in other than to enter a bill for passage? So that's how we got here, and that's kind of my background. I'm really active with SEMA as well. So I'm their national chairman for state policy, and they brought this up as well. We can only repurpose so many tires. Let's put them back on the road. Yeah, it's a tremendous honor to be bestowed upon me, and I greatly appreciated it. You never know when you put something out there that's novel, especially to a committee of your peers, how it's going to be accepted. This isn't a partisan issue, right? This is a unique problem that everyone wants to solve, but without knowing what the solutions are, it's not something that's typically discussed. So there was a little bit of a learning curve for the committee and also for myself. I had to actually see, my background's a mechanical engineer, so I want to see what this looks like. And so to be given, not only do we get Maryland to start incorporating these, right, as a pilot, but then to go on and accept this award. I mean, I think it just goes to show that sometimes you have to take risk. We have so many problems in the world today. We don't have as many solutions. So sometimes you kind of have to stick your neck out there. And I really couldn't have done that without the help of the industry, right? Because they were able to provide the subject matter experts to convince the folks on the committee that we should do something about this. So it's an honor. I'm very excited to receive it. And I can't celebrate enough all the work that you all do. Yeah, so in both of these categories, these are pure consumer benefit issues, right? So it's like who are we here to advocate for, right? Industry, very important. Consumers, even more important. Folks don't want to have to go and get a set of tires changed and pay a $20 fee for that disposal, right? We'd much rather have an open market and have that as a product that can be sold and generate revenue and create more industry and jobs. Same thing with right to repair. You know, instead of only being able to take your vehicle back to the dealership, you should have the ability and the freedom to take it to a mom and pop shop, work on it yourself, etc. So all of these really come down to and then impact my constituents as well as everyone else in this country of benefiting consumers. And I think at the end of the day, as elected officials, that's who we're there to support and to make it easier to buy and sell goods and service their vehicles. So it's just a logical fit and something I've been happy to champion over the years. Yeah, so I'm a huge proponent of the free market, right? We need to let the consumer decide what their preference is, not through government mandates, not through picking winners and losers and heavily incentivizing one industry over another. That's what makes America great, right? Is that ability to make your own choice, make an informed decision, buy what it is that you want, rather than people picking sides, right? That freedom is there. We've had all these different types of vehicles over since the inception of the horseless buggy. And we've been able to have all these advances in technology because of that consumer choice. And that's really what's driven the industry. So I always kind of keep that in the back of my head. I know there's all these conflicting interests out there, but that always provides the best outcome for customers and consumers. So that'd be my stance. Thanks. Yeah, I'd say three definite groups. One is my colleagues that I work with in the General Assembly for being so open-minded, and then the staff that we have. I have an exceptional staff that I'd like to thank that helped work on this issue, help put all the information together. I'd also like to thank my family. It allows me to be in this role. This is a tough job. Policy making. There's always someone out there that disagrees with you, I suppose. So I'd like to thank my family, and then I'd like to thank the industry players like TIA for the support that they gave me, and being able to convince others and compel people to do the right thing. Right? We can't just throw a good idea out there. We've got to be able to back it up with the work and the reasons why. So without those three groups, I'd never be able to accomplish anything, and I'm very grateful.